Hi, this is Manmad. Welcome back to MKF. Now we will discuss about coliform bacteria. Coliforms are the group of gram-negative rod-shaped bacteria found in environment, means water, soil, and wastewater, including gastrointestinal tract of animals. Coliforms are rod-shaped bacteria, usually 2 to 5 microns in length, mostly aerobic or facultative anaerobic bacteria. Mostly facultative anaerobic bacteria, and few of them are aerobic bacteria. Facultative anaerobic, if the air is available, bacteria can utilize the air. If air is not available also, bacteria can exhibit growth and proliferation also will occur. There are several types of coliforms. So total coliforms, Faecal coliforms, Escherichia coli. Total coliforms. This group includes all coliforms regardless of their sources and potential to cause the diseases. Then the second one is Faecal coliforms. This subgroup of total coliforms includes coliforms that are specifically found in the faces of warm-blooded animals and humans. Then third one is Escherichia. So this is a specific type of Faecal coliforms exclusively found in the intestine of humans. So human intestine, it's an indicative parameter. It's an indicative parameter for poor sanitary practices in food industries. As I said, coliforms are gram-negative non-spore forming rod-shaped bacteria, facultative aerobes. But one special enzyme all coliform bacteria possesses, which is called beta-galactosidase. All coliform bacteria possesses beta-galactosidase. It's an enzyme which can break down the lactose. So that is how the bacteria obtain the carbon as the sources of energy. So these beta-galactosidase enzyme will break down the lactose and ferment the lactose. So that's why when you culture in laurel tryptosoya broth or BGLB or EC broth, so fermentation will occur. So the beta-galactosidase enzyme breaks down the lactose into glucose and galactose. Now let us know about the classification of coliform bacteria. So domain bacteria, phylum Pseudomonadata, class Gamma Proteobacteria, order Enterobacteriales, family Enterobacteriaceae, genera Coliforms. Genera Coliforms again divided into 4 genus. The first one is Citrobacter, and the second one is Enterobacter, third one is Klebsiella, fourth one is Escherichia. Let us go in details. Now let us discuss about the first coliform genus, Citrobacter. Citrobacter is aerobic rod-shaped bacteria, belongs to the Enterobacteriaceae family. It's found in soil, water and wastewater environment. Citrobacter is peritrichous, motile, inhabiting intestinal flora of animals, including human beings. And Citrobacter does not harm to the host. Only few of the species can cause urinary tract infections. Peritrichous Citrobacter and most of the coliform bacteria are peritrichous bacteria. Peritrichous means what? Peritrichous bacteria are characterized by the flagella distributed by the entire cell body. Peritrichous is a Greek word. Peri means entire cell. Trichous means hair. So it's a word derived from the Greek, peritrichous. So motility also exhibits with the help of peritrichous. And moreover, the Citrobacter is an opportunistic bacteria. Those who are immunosuppressed or immunocompromised, then pathogenicity exhibits. So they can susceptible for urinary tract infection. They can susceptible to urinary tract infection as well as respiratory tract infections. Or those who are having multi-health complications. So the bacteria will become potent. So bacteria exhibits the virulence. So that's why it's an opportunistic microorganism, microbacteria. Then the next genus is Enterobacter. Let us go in details. Enterobacter, same like Citrobacter, it's a gram-negative facultative anaerobes, motile bacteria, and lactose fermenting bacteria, and present in the environment, water, soil, wastewater, and intestinal flora. Most of the Enterobacter are non-pathogenic, and few of them are exhibits pathogens, which can cause urinary tract infections as well as respiratory tract infections, like same like Citrobacter. So opportunistic bacteria, this is why the people who are immunocompromised are who are having adverse health complications, other health complications, are those who are in medication. So the bacteria will become more virulent, and will few species exhibits virulent. Not all Enterobacter are exhibits virulent. Only few of them are exhibits. Few strains exhibits virulent, which can cause urinary tract infection as well as respiratory tract infections. Unlike Faecal coliforms, Enterobacter does not belong to the Faecal coliforms, does not tolerate thermotolerant, which does not tolerate thermotolerant. So when you culture in EC broth, so for Faecal coliforms culture, no, when you do in the EC broth at 44.5 degrees centigrade, Enterobacter can't survive at that temperature. So unlike other Faecal coliforms, Enterobacter is non-thermal tolerant bacteria. So delayed fermentation will occur, but fermentation is also not much, because it won't exhibit the growth at 44.5 degrees centigrade. It can exhibit the growth at 35 to 37 degrees centigrade. So that's why, which is unlike other Faecal coliforms, this is not the heat tolerant bacteria. Enterobacter will ferment the lactose at 35 degrees centigrade, 48 hours of incubation, not like 24 hours of incubation, test tube in Durham tubes. If you can incubate up to 48 hours, then gas production, gas you can observe, and stability also, growth also will exhibit. And one other characteristics also, these bacteria, the cell of the bacteria, outer membrane of the Enterobacter contains lipopolysaccharides. Enterobacter bacteria, like Citrobacter, it's a peritrichous bacteria, means the entire cell covers the flagella. So it's a kind of peritrichous bacteria. Then motility also can exhibit. Then Enterobacteria, it's a kind of endotoxins. The body contains kind of endotoxins like lipopolysaccharides. Like E. coli also contains endotoxins, and Salmonella also contains endotoxins. These lipopolysaccharides, the Enterobacter possesses the lipopolysaccharides outermost cell membrane, which will protect the phagocytosis. And peritrichous, due to the peritrichous, flagella helps in adhesion of the substratum and biofilm formation also. It helps in biofilm formation also. If the biofilm contains Enterobacter, maybe the chances of Salmonella bacteria also present, which encourages the formation and growth of the other enteric bacteria like Salmonella and Shigella also will be there. So that's why, so the Enterobacter with the kind of endotoxins, lipopolysaccharides present in the outermost cell membrane, which can survive in dry environment for several months. So that's why in the biofilm also, which can survive for dry environment several months, like Salmonella. See, dry processing industries, mostly the biofilms contain Salmonella. So if Salmonella is there, then this is the indicative organism. If Enterobacter is the indicative organism for Salmonella. And the Enterobacteria's outer cell membrane contains lipopolysaccharide, no, which will protect from chemical oxidations. So when you apply disinfectant to the surface of the food contact surfaces, when you chlorinate or apply the detergents or disinfectants, so these lipopolysaccharide protects from the disinfectants. So it prevents the damage from the chemicals. So that is how the bacteria also can survive with the help of this outer membrane contains lipopolysaccharide. In the biofilm also, bacteria can easily survive. Next genus, Klebsiella. So like Enterobacter, Klebsiella also gram-negative facultative anaerobic bacteria and motile. The body contains peritrichous flagella, entire body covers. So with the help of that, adhesion can take place and biofilm formation also these bacteria cells. Most of the Klebsiella are non-pathogenic. Only few of them causes infections to the human beings. This is also the opportunistic pathogen. And those few also opportunistic pathogens. Most of the Klebsiella strains are non-pathogens, but whereas few are opportunistic pathogens, means the people who are suffering with other health complications, the people who are in medication, are immunosuppressed people, are immunocompromised, or children also, the infections will cause, like respiratory tract infections or urinary tract infections, like that it will come. And this bacteria Klebsiella can survive in dry environment for several months. Like Enterobacter, Klebsiella also having a polysaccharide capsules. So the outer surface of the cell contains the capsules which contains the polysaccharides. It's a complex molecule, acid with polysaccharide, which will protect and help the bacteria to survive at a dry environment and to protect from the chemical damage of the cells during the disinfection. When we disinfect the surfaces, food contact surfaces or surroundings, so with this will protect the bacteria to survive in the harsh environment. And now the last genus is Escherichia coli or Escherichia species. Escherichia gram-negative, rod-shaped, facultative envelopes, non-spore forming bacteria like all, and which can ferment the lactose at 44.5 degrees centigrade. Escherichia inhabits in human intestinal flora exclusively. Escherichia are motile. The body contains it. It's a peritrichous, means the entire body is covered by the flagella, which helps in adhesion and motility also exhibits. And most of the Escherichia strains are non-pathogenic. Few are virulent pathogens, like Escherichia coli O157 exhibits more virulent. Escherichia, the genus named after Theodore Escherichia, who discovered the bacteria. So in his name only, Escherichia. So pathogenic Escherichia coli O157 causes diarrhea, bloody diarrhea, dysentery. So like the symptoms which can exhibit. And sometimes even death also may occur. Sometimes kidney failure also occurs. And children's more prone and susceptible for Escherichia coli infections, and which may more virulent in immunocompromised peoples. Abdominal cramps also occurs. Transmission through fecal oral route. What is virulent? Is it related to virus? No. Virulent is not applicable to virus. Virulent means any organism, any microorganism which can cause diseases, which can harm to the host. That's called virulent. So virulent, the word derived from Latin. So virulent is nothing but the poison or the liquid poison. So that's why virulent. Virulent means more potential, more harm to the host. Either bacteria or fungi, whatever it may be. It's virulent means not applicable to the virus. It's more potential and which causes more harm to the host. So E.coli, Escherichia coli O157 is more virulent. At the inoculation level of 10 to 100, Escherichia O157 causes diseases, causes infections to the host. Compare with millions of Escherichia coli other strains in the host. So that is what, how much virulent this Escherichia O157. So more virulent, 100 times, 100 to 1000 times more virulent than Escherichia coli other strains. That's why it is a pathogen which causes bloody diarrhea and which causes abdominal cramps, which causes dysentery, especially in children and immunocompromised individuals. Same like others, peritrichous cell is the cell is contains cell wall is surrounding the cell wall is having flagella for motility and facultative anaerobic gram-negative non-spore forming bacteria. So Escherichia coli. and few are pathogens. Most of them are non-pathogens and inhabits in intestinal flora of human beings. We can easily distinguish Escherichia coli from other fecal coliforms because Escherichia coli can ferment lactose at 44.5 degrees centigrade in coliform conformation test at EC broth. That's all about the video, friends. In our part 2 video, we will discuss about identification of or presumptive identification of coliforms and confirmation of fecal coliforms and confirmation of Escherichia coli. Thank you, universe, for giving me the opportunity to learn and share the knowledge to the needy. Thank you.